The top 3 Juve-related things that you couldn't miss yesterday. We start immediately with a moment of nostalgia. Yesterday, in number 3, we have Luciano Moggi asking to his ex-teammates, the team of 95-96, at least the one that were available, not Didier Deschamps, that yesterday played a game versus Australia, but the other ones, to reunite and to be together in Torino. We see Antonio Conte, Fabrizio Ravanelli, Alessio Tacchinardi, Angelo Peruzzi, Pessotto. We see so many people. Guys, if you wanted a moment to drop a tear, this is absolutely the moment. In position number 2, we have Allegri, that yesterday created a monster in Adrien Rabiot. They beat Australia 4-1 with the first goal of the game by Adrien Rabiot, at least the equalizer after the opening goal of Australia, and then an assist for the 2-1 that momentarily gave them the lead before winning 4-1 with Mbappe and the brace of Giroud. Allegri in position number 1 again, because not only he created a monster in Adrien Rabiot, but also in Hervé Renard, the coach of Saudi Arabia, that yesterday deservedly won over Lionel Messi, Paredes, Di Maria and Dybala, even if he didn't play, but it's all because of that handshake of Allegri and Hervé Renard. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Guys, sometimes I'm asking myself, how will I speak for at least 10 minutes about Juventus? I don't know what to say because everyone is on holiday, they are not there, so what will we speak about? And then at the end I finish with so many information linked to Juve that we fill up a video of 20 minutes. Today we speak about Ronaldo, that is leaving Manchester United, or at least he already left according to Manchester United statement. Lionel Messi, Paredes and Di Maria with a total flop performance. We have also Mercato news for Juventus and some youngsters that we have to pay attention to. Before starting the video, I recommend you to download One Football special edition about the World Cup that is just fantastic. I know that you are working, I know that you are at school. If you want up to date, in real time, the latest result about the World Cup, notification on iOS and Android, it's totally for free, link is into the description. And now we start with not a great day to be the best player of the world. At least this is what they were saying about yesterday, because Lionel Messi, if we already know that he lost the first game in their group yesterday, Cristiano Ronaldo, he had to say goodbye to Manchester United. The papers in England, but also from all around the world, are speaking about it. The first one is Star Sport, that used a really friendly and funny title saying Cristiano gone Naldo. Mirror Sport, out, triple out. The first one for Cristiano Ronaldo in the middle, because we said it already, he will leave Manchester United, but also the Glazers are selling the club Manchester United. And then you see out with a question mark for Lionel Messi, because yesterday losing versus Saudi Arabia is putting everything in big trouble for the Argentinian team, that will have 2 finals now to play to qualify to the round of 16. Well, a record, the Portuguese paper is saying Ronaldo no mercato. Ronaldo is in the mercato, he will be for free, even if we know that for free, yes, the value, but absolutely not the salary. That will be totally crazy. Where will he go, Cristiano Ronaldo? Big question. Do you want him back for free for 6 months, for 18 months at Juventus? You put it in the comment. There is Newcastle, that probably the owners, they want to offer him 300 million euro. That's a lot of money for 80 months at Newcastle, black and white, but not Juventus, and then going to Arabia to continue to promote the football there. Will he accept or not? In the recent interview, he said that he refused all that money to go back to Manchester United. Is it the moment after the World Cup for him to do it? 18 months in black and white, Newcastle, big question mark. Anyway, yesterday United said that they found a mutual agreement. I am really curious to see what the lawyers said about it and how they found that mutual agreement. Not only that, again, if you have a bit of money, it's now the time to buy Manchester United, because the Glazers are finally selling, and the United fans, I believe they are all happy. We continue with the news, because Gazzetta dello Sport is posting Messi on the front page. Messi, la caduta del re. The king is down with a really big defeat of yesterday, 2-1 versus Saudi Arabia. Corriere dello Sport, Fango Argentina. From Tango Argentina, the dance tango, they went to Fango. What does that mean, Fango? In Italian, the mud. Argentina in the mud with Lionel Messi with his hand on his face. And then we see Giroud, l'Ital Francia. Corriere dello Sport, they had to find a link to also participate in the World Cup. They want to be there as well. Ital Francia. Why? Because the brace of Giroud, that became the all-time best scorer of l'Équipe de France, equalizing an ex-Juve player, that is Thierry Henry. Well, Argentina, disaster day. They were not able to reach the record of Italy with 37 unbeaten games. Their streak ends at 36. We see our Juventini, and that's why I want to speak about World Cup and Juventus, with Paredes on the ground and Di Maria behind, thinking, what is happening? What is happening? The whole world was saying what is happening yesterday after that fantastic goal of the number 10 of Saudi Arabia. Fantastic, disaster, flop for the two Juventini that were preparing that World Cup as nobody, and then they totally flopped in the opening game. Hervé La Volpe, we said it was the handshake of Allegri, but of course it's also the experience of a coach that is fantastically great in terms of humanity, in terms of people management, in understanding the culture. He was a coach that trained a lot in Africa. He won 2 times the African Cup with 2 diverse nations, the first one and the only one to do it, and now he's in Saudi Arabia doing fantastically well. Yesterday's strategic plan, the tactical plan to beat Argentina, to use that offside rule, was fantastic. Congratulations to them. Or is it maybe Del Piero, that a few days before he was with the Saudi Arabian team taking a selfie? Maybe it's Del Piero that gave them the GOAT factor yesterday. L'Équipe de France, bleu ciel, blue sky, sky blue, with Giroud kissing the sky. Indeed, yesterday they deserved to win. I have to admit that they impressed me. They have some troubles, they have some weakness, but when they accelerate, guys, it is over for everyone. With Rabiot, like Tuttosport is saying, with Rabiot, la remontada is possible, because they were led 1-0 at the surprise of the entire world. Yesterday, Rabiot did a fantastic game. What is the weakness of France? Tactically, just one frame, guys, and then we go to the other news. Well, it's the fact that when they are in non-possession, there is only Tchouaméni there in the midfield, with Griezmann giving some support, because Rabiot is going probably a bit too much up and too much offensively, leaving that midfield. Is it a tactical request? I don't know, but with another team, I'm sure that France can be in big trouble. Juventus is still looking for Sergei Milinkovic-Savic for the summer. Sergei and the agent will continue to negotiate with Lotito. Will he accept or not to lower that clause to extend the contract? In the meanwhile, Juventus is thinking about the same names: Karsdorp, Odriozola, Malo Gusto. These are the players that we already spoke about on the channel. I don't want to repeat it too much, but this is what I wanted to show you. The news are recycled, and that's what is going on in Juventus, that is really looking for a player that is able to play on the right side. Will Ihataren be the player that will be the new young star of Juventus? Apparently not, because yesterday he got arrested by the police. Drama for Ihataren, that is not able to take back his career and his life in his hands. Mohamed El Shahali is reporting the words of Giovanni Albanese, with Juventus monitoring a lot of young players. Who are there? The top 5 are the one of Belgium, Doku, that Juventus was already interested in at the Euro, and after that he had that injury, but they will still monitor him. He is with the Belgian team. Pavlovic from Serbia, Majer from Croatia, that is playing today, Kivior from Poland, that PSG yesterday, disaster game for Szczesny and his teammates, and then Musa, that impressed me a lot. I'm super happy to see the number 6 of USA in that small list. Today 4 games, Morocco, Croatia at 11 a.m. Probably you will see the video after the game. I don't know the result yet. Germany versus Japan. I'm really curious about that game. What will happen with Japan, with a lot of players that are playing in Bundesliga. Costa Rica versus Spain, and then we finish the day with Belgium, Canada, with a lot of people from Canada subscribe to the channel. Let's go Canada, let's go football. Players that I want to mention in that video that probably are a bit less known by the mass, that Juventus should pay attention to, is Luka Sucic from 2002. Fantastic mezzala, fantastic midfielder, box to box. Probably from the list that I will tell you, is the one that you will probably know the most, but you have to pay attention to in that first game of today. Other players from Morocco, Bilal El Kanous from 2004, fantastic trequartista. Pay attention to him because he can show a lot of skills today. Hiroki Ito, 99 class from Japan, is a player that we'll have to pay attention to. A left back that is playing at Stuttgart. And then we have Zeno de Bas from Belgium, that is able to play in 4 or 3-man defense, that is playing a bit more on the right side. If we are looking for a right side player, he can be a really good one. He's playing with Anderlecht, that has has a really difficult season, looking for some money, why not? And we finish with Ismael Kone from 2010, also him a fantastic player with a beautiful physique. He's the one to watch. So guys, this was it for me for all the news of the day. A lot, I told you, a lot linked to Juve with the excuse of the World Cup. I hope you are enjoying the World Cup. I hope you are starting to miss Juve. We'll have to wait a bit. Even if tomorrow there is Juventus women that is playing in Champions League versus Arsenal in the Allianz Stadium with at least 10,000 people that will try to support our Juventus women in a really epic game, because it will be a really difficult one. Grazie, Forza Calcio, Forza Juve, and Forza Football.